Hey everybody, it's Adrian, and I am currently at the Low Gap Trailhead here in Indiana. I'm just outside of Martinsville, and I've just parked, and I'm getting ready to get out on here. So I parked over near where the backcountry stuff actually starts, because it's already... Whoa, is that really? Let's see. It's after 5 already, so I'm gonna hike in. I don't know how far I'm gonna hike in, but there's a couple of spots in there. So I am just finishing up my pack. I'm getting some stuff in here. She is pretty heavy, but I'm also not going super far, so we will see how it goes. I'm really excited to get out though. I'm just gonna be here tonight, and then my buddy Mason's gonna meet me, so I have to make sure that our campsite is pretty easily findable because he'll be getting here past dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a move on, because hopefully I can get a fire started before he gets out here. So wish me luck, and I'm gonna get on the road. All right, so just getting started on the trail, and actually it's kind of nice right there at the beginning. There's a couple of campsites that have the entrance right, or the entrance. Let's look here. Well, let me make sure I'm not losing my way. Double back, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. So as I was saying, there are some campsites right here at the very beginning. And that's actually, I just not paying attention, and I turned into a campsite. It's kind of neat. Little tiny cable bridge here. Oh, that's a skunk, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. That's either a skunk or a squirrel. Cannot tell. Anyways, cute little bridge here. I'm gonna go see water bottle. My pack is pretty heavy because I don't plan to go in very far, and I've got a couple of things that I wanted to try out. This is my first time having a chair on the trail with me. I finally broke down and bought one of the Helinox chairs. I should have done it forever ago when they were not as expensive as they are now, but it happens. So I have one of those. I've got my saw so that when I get to camp, hopefully I can make a fire. It's been raining all day, so we'll see how successful I am. But here we go. Got a hill here. My heavy pack that I haven't worn in a while. So I'm gonna go and huff and puff my way up this hill. But I'm so excited to be out. And the colors are beautiful. We're just kind of at the start of fall here. Is it November? Or November. It's not November. October 22nd? Yeah. So just the start of fall here. But couldn't be more excited to be out and about. So I'm gonna go keep huffing and puffing up this hill. Oof. That first half mile is just straight up a hill. I had definitely forgotten that. But now I'm on a ridge and just enjoying the scenery up here. For those of you who don't know, I'm a third-year medical student, and I've been in a surgical rotation. Oh, that is a widowmaker. Dang. You guys see that? Split it, and then it goes right up over the trail. Let's not stand under that too long. But I'm a third-year medical student, and I've been on the surgical rotation, and for the most part, the rotation itself has been pretty good, but I just haven't had a ton of time to get out and do stuff, and I feel like we've been really busy in all my free time that I have had. I feel like we've been going to weddings and birthdays and stuff of that nature, but tonight I just really wanted to get out. And so I was lucky enough, I texted my hiking buddy earlier this week, and he was actually just in Red River Gorge earlier this week, but he was kind enough to agree to come out with me. So I got off work a little sooner than he did, so I'm going ahead. I'm gonna try to send him my location once I get to where we're camping, but we planned it out beforehand, so I'm gonna at least try to make it fairly obvious where I'm camping. But we've already kind of planned it. We've been here before, and we've hiked and backpacked this same trail together before, so he'll probably be, I don't know, at least an hour and a half behind me. Man, there's so many trees down like this. He and I are both staying in hammocks tonight, so I will really have to make sure there are not any of those in our campsite. So, but yeah, like I said, he's kind enough to come out with me, but I'm gonna go try to find us a campsite and get it all set up. But I've just needed to get out pretty bad and walk and actually do some backpacking. I went camping not too long ago, maybe it was last month sometime, but actually getting out and carrying a pack, and my pack is pretty heavy. Probably could have gone a little lighter, but thought, why not? Let's do a little bit of a challenge. So hopefully I still have some juice in my tank at the end of this. We'll see. No clue what these things are. It's like these little I guess it's like styrofoam. What do they look like? That one looks a lot older. But I can just see these like white things, and I have no clue what they are. They might be some kind of like massive mushroom. I have no clue. Regardless, I'm gonna leave them alone, but I thought they were kind of neat, so I wanted to come see them. But my campsite is just right over there, so I'm gonna go back and work on setting my stuff up since it's getting dark here soon. It's pretty though. But yeah, I have no clue what those things are. None at all. Alright, time to set up camp. Alright, so it is currently a little after 7:30, 7:35ish. And I was able to get to camp, which I think I showed you that. And get set up. I am currently sitting. I was able to get a fire going, even though it's pretty damp outside. But I had to work pretty quick at camp, so I wasn't able to film a whole lot of it. So I was getting up because I only had about an hour of light, maybe. So I was able to get here. I've got the fire going, and my buddy left Indianapolis around 5:40. Probably takes an hour and a half, maybe a little more than an hour and a half. So let's say he got here, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. Even if he just started hiking, I mean, he may not even be here until close to 8:30. So I'm gonna keep the fire going. That way it's easy for him to find the campsite. But yeah, so I've left some trees here for him that should be pretty easy to get to. And then I'm just gonna keep the fire going. So I'm looking out that way is the direction you should come from. So I'm gonna look for a light, and hopefully it comes from that way within the next hour or so. Good morning. It's right around 8 a.m. and we are just getting up. Mason got in last night, probably around 8:30, 8:40. I just saw his headlamp coming down in the distance, so he found me all right. But I'm all snug in my hammock.
I just still love quilts. I don't know if I'll ever go back to a sleeping bag. Maybe I will someday, but I really love quilts. So anywho, I'm gonna get up. Oh, what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I brought some hot chocolate. I'm not really a coffee drinker, unfortunately. I kind of wish I liked coffee more than I do. But I think I'm gonna get up and maybe make me some hot chocolate, because that sounds nice. And work on changing and getting ready and getting out of here. But we're not really in any hurry. There's only like a 1.5 mile hike in. So we'll take us any time to get back to the car. And yeah. It'll take us any time to get back to the car. And then I think we're gonna hike around some. So some amazing stuff. Kept my Tarp in porch mode last night. The side's drawn a little closer.
So I got my GoPro back working. Mason is coming back. Say hello, Mason.
Hello.
Mason's coming back, I think, from a potty break. Is that right?
Yep.
So,
Success.
hey, I'm happy everything's working out for you. It is 10:20. We are mostly packed up. We've been taking our sweet time this morning. So I still need to go filter some water and finish putting this stuff in my bag. But I was able to get my GoPro to come back on. I don't know, it feels like the battery life on my GoPro just does not last super long, and I don't know what that's all about, so I need to figure it out. But I'm sure my hair looks terrible this morning. It feels terrible. It's probably fine. But we are packing up, and then I think we're going to hike back out to the car. It's like 1.5 miles. And then since we have both our cars, we may end up doing like part of a trail, but I don't know. We'll see where the wind takes us. In the meantime, I'm gonna stop stalling and get out of here. But this is a really nice spot. We've been here before. We had a fire over there last night. Mason was between those couple of trees, and then I had a couple here. And then there's like a creek that runs back behind. Water's not flowing this time like it was last time, but there's still water there, and there's a couple places where it's kind of flowing, so we're making it work. But we both have water filters. We're not trying to get Giardia, so. All right, enough stalling. Here we go. This is Mason, who has been like this for a hot second. This is finally me, who's ready to go, and here I am, still just like farting around. What'd you think, Mason?
It was good.
Good.
Nice sleep.
All right, let's get out of here. We probably didn't leave anything. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this drive is. I tell you, fall in Indiana is beautiful. It is. It really just is. Getting outside, green tunnels like this, just green and yellow and red. Something like that. All right, so updates. Mason and I are now on the north edge of Three Lakes Loop. We got back to the car this morning, decided we wanted to hike a little more. And since we have both our cars, which a lot of times we don't when we're together, we drove like halfway through the loop because we don't really have time. It's a little over a 10-mile hike on that loop. And we don't have time for that. But there's a couple of spots that you can park around it. And so we drove both our cars to like a halfway point, and then I hopped in with Mason and we drove back to where we wanted to start, where we thought we wanted to start. And then we got moving and realized we were actually on the section of the trail that is like 6.5 or 7 miles, as opposed to the one that we want to do, which is like closer to 4. So then we hopped back in the car, drove over to the other trailhead, and now we are actually on the right route. So we're only like 15 minutes behind what we thought we would like when we thought we'd start though, which isn't too bad. So hopefully we can enjoy this and take our time, but also maybe be done by around 4 is the goal, because I have to be somewhere by like 6:30 back at home. So we'll see. I just need enough time to get home, shower, change, leave, which I think we'll have plenty of time. So here we go, 3 Lakes Loop, half of 3 Lakes Loop. We started at Cherry Lake and we're going to Bryant Lake. So we'll see. Only lost once so far, which is not really lost, because we realized pretty quickly that we were not in the right spot, but not too bad. I'll take it. All right, we're a little over 3 miles in on this trail, and we're going uphill. And we're both struggling with the uphill. I mean, we're doing fine. It's not like that. It's just calves are burning, lungs are moving, and we know we're ending with the lake. So we also have the knowledge that we're going up just to go back down, which is what it is. But it's a really pretty trail. It's a really pretty day. Mason and I are doing all right. He's chilling back there. We keep jumping in line with, there's another lady who's on the trail with the 2 of us. But it's just funny because we keep passing each other. So currently she's behind us, but not by much. Yeah, 3.15-ish miles, so we should hit the lake here in the next mile or so. We're making pretty good time. I think it's like 2:30, maybe, not even. So we're doing pretty good, but enjoying the loop. I'm really happy I've gotten out this weekend. Just can't express that enough. Didn't chat on here for a little while because Mason and I are been catching up, and it's just nice to talk and get deep for a little while, and I feel like these trips for us really give us the opportunity to talk through some of that stuff, so it's really nice. But almost the top of the hill. So close. So close. Alright, so I think Mason and I have reached the end. I think this is the beginning of the lake, just through here. A part of it. It's either that or like a bog. I don't know. We'll see. Pretty sure this is it though. So we have almost made it to the end of where we're gonna be. Oh, this is pretty kind of like marshy in there. My parents were in Florida, and it makes me think if we were in Florida, there'd absolutely be gators in that. Yeah, so I think we're about done here. Ooh, this is pretty. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty. Alright. Well, things are almost done here. Right around 4-ish miles or so. Maybe a little over by the time we actually get to the car. But it's been nice. So there's a 1.5 miles into our hiking or our camping spot last night. 1.5 miles out. A little over 4 miles on this. So not too bad. Now it's probably around 3 or so. So I should have plenty of time to get home and shower and get changed, and don't know if I'll have time to put my stuff away, but that's okay. Oh wow, it's really pretty. So I highly recommend getting out into the outside, especially now that it's fall. I was telling Mason this morning, I always forget how much better I feel when I come out and do something like this. It just refreshes me in a way that not really anything else can. So we're gonna power this out and go home. Thanks for following with us, everybody.